Virtual cable, I think, is one of the most fascinating opportunities as we look at the future development of video distribution. And in fact, it could be the one that is most important as part of the transformation of the consumer video experience. For me, it's really the manifestation of the complete TV Everywhere package. TV Everywhere today is fractured, it's inconsistent, it's across a bunch of different apps, and it's some linear, it's some live content, it's some on-demand content, but it's not really a replication of everything I can get through my set-top box the way I've always been consuming video. And when I think about virtual cable, it's really that TV Everywhere. It's the complete TV Everywhere opportunity for consumers. It's also it could be an interesting inflection point for the competitive dynamics within the pay TV industry. We've seen companies like Intel, for example, with OnQ, try to develop a platform which would be both a technological platform as well as a operational process for signing up content and figuring out how to get into the content distribution business. Companies like Intel would represent new entrants to the pay TV market and create more competition than what we as consumers are typically used to. On the other hand, we see the traditional pay TV providers who might be investing in infrastructure. Of course, we saw Verizon purchase the OnQ assets. So those traditional pay TV providers might be investing in infrastructure and planning to offer their virtual cable services themselves, whether as a value add to subscribers within their existing wireline footprint or service footprint, or perhaps one day going outside of their service footprint and competing nationwide as a pure over-the-top service. I think the thing to keep in mind, though, is that virtual cable doesn't necessarily mean a disruption to the way content is packaged or distributed or monetized. It may be more a new competitive environment, a new distribution mechanism, but many of the same rules will apply. Programmers still will be able to dictate some of the terms associated with how their content is packaged, at what price points they offer it, how advertising avails are provisioned within a particular piece of content. And so we as consumers, and I think sometimes in the press, we look at the virtual cable opportunity and think, well, this is really blowing up the status quo. And it might not be that grand of a transition, but it's certainly an important transition in this market.